I'm gonna tell you this though. Don't say that about my man. Saying he should not say that. He should not go on no social media talking.
You ready to go cry in the car?
Okay, y'all, let me just get straight into it. It's your girl, Bella, and welcome back to Gossip Unplugged. Now today, we got a lot to talk about, so buckle up. So first up, let's get into DaYsha Taylor. Sis jumped on TikTok one last time to address the drama between her, Quick, and Quick's first baby mama, who just so happens to be Lil Reigns' mama. Now, DaYsha basically said this is her last time speaking on it, so let's respect that. But before I roll the clips, just know, they kinda long, so I'm only dropping snippets here. If y'all wanna see the full thing, I got y'all. I'll drop the original links down in the description so you can peep everything yourself.
I'm gonna start by saying this is very unfortunate. I hate that things have even gotten to this point, especially for the sake of the kids. This is not going to be one of those videos where I'm super aggressive and things like that because I have kids involved. This involves my stepchild who actually looks on TikTok, watches TikTok, so I don't want her to see me in that light. You know what I'm saying? So this is not going to be a super duper aggressive, mad video because there's nothing to be mad about. First thing I want to say is it was very, very distasteful to sit and watch Rain sit next to you while you bash her stepmom and bash her dad, when in all reality, you could have just told her to go to another room. Second, there's no clip of me ever saying that I was in the delivery room with you. When did you see a clip of me saying that? Like, I've never said that. I've never been weird like that. I wasn't outside the hospital or anything like that. Your baby daddy came to see me after you delivered the baby. That's it. I was not at the hospital. I never, ever, ever, ever said I was at the hospital. He came to see me at school at Paul Mitchell after you had the baby. Next, you knew who I was before you had the baby. You very well knew who I was before you had the baby. So I don't know what you're talking about. 3 months after, you knew who I was before I had the baby because you was getting mad at him. And like I said, I'm not going to go into detail of some of the things you did, but I had your child at 2 days old and I've discussed this with you. We've had this conversation. Next, why would you go to a T page to do an interview with a T page that's not even lit? Like it's like you waited for an opportunity to be mad, to go and tell a story that nobody cares about. Like, you didn't make no money off of this shit. Like, you could at least have them pay you for the story. You didn't get paid for the story. You got up there, you still said a whole bunch of nothing. So it was just like, it gave you a reminiscing about your baby daddy, but you have a man. And your man allows you to reminisce about your baby daddy. I'm just trying to make it make sense. You're reminiscing about a man from 10 years ago, but you have a man. I don't know what type of man you're dealing with, but it's not adding up. Next, I never, ever, ever said that I didn't have the funds to go to Chicago. Now, if your baby daddy told you that he didn't have the funds, that's between you and your baby daddy. But I never texted you and said I didn't have the funds to come to Chicago. I just said, I actually texted you on June 2nd because I went back to look, which was 2 weeks prior to the party. So I don't know why you said I told you about us not being able to come last minute. I said, we're not going to be able to make it. What day do you want to meet me to get Rain? On June 2nd. And if we got to post the receipts, I can. So I don't know what you're talking about, but you were well aware that we were not coming to the party on June 2nd. The only reason I did not attend the party in Chicago is because I have 2 small kids. I had took Rain and Dream to SeaWorld. When we got there, Dream was not tall enough to ride any of the rides. And every time Rain would go with my best friend to go get on rides with her little boy, Dream would be crying and screaming and everything like that. So I said, it doesn't make sense for me to spend all this money to go out to Chicago for my child not to be a part of the actual party. That's what I said to your baby daddy. Now, if he didn't relay that message to you, that's not my problem. You know what I'm saying? You like to pick and choose when you want certain things to go through your baby daddy. Certain things, you pick and choose what, you know what I'm saying? It's just very flip-floppy-ish. But I never said I didn't have the funds to go to Chicago. Never said that. I just said we're not going to be able to make it. And that's my reasoning from not being able to make it. It wouldn't have made sense for me to bring my kids all the way. But
And honestly, y'all, I feel DaYsha, because at the end of the day, she genuinely loved that child. And it's just real messy when grown folks be arguing and throwing shade around the baby. Like, Rain was literally in the room while her mama was spilling tea during that TikTok interview. Come on now. You can tell Rain got real love for DaYsha. If DaYsha was mistreating her, that baby wouldn't be vibing like that, period. So big ups to DaYsha for taking the high road, saying her piece, and moving on. Alright, now let's move on to Laina and King. Who, child, this GoFundMe situation got the internet in shambles. So for those who missed it, Laina's sister made a GoFundMe after Laina needed surgery while they was out the country. And now folks talking about they scammed their supporters to go on vacation and get surgery done. Now listen, I don't believe that. I really don't think King and Laina tried to finesse nobody. From what I see, it sounded like they panicked. Like, imagine being in a whole different country, they talking about you can't leave the hospital unless you pay, and you trying to figure out where the money coming from. That's stress. That's pressure.
Why would I come to Malaysia to get my body done? Why would I set up a whole GoFundMe for my community, my friends, my family, my supporters to help me get cosmetic surgery? You guys are looking at a video from 5 months ago, from March, and trying to compare it to a now situation that was an emergency. If you don't know nothing about an appendix getting infected and bursting in your stomach, and you can pass away from it, you shouldn't be talking about the situation, period, if you know nothing about it. Then it's like the people that are so worried about whatever and trying to make up all these scenarios and trying to make it seem like I did this and I scammed this and I did that. They didn't even donate. Like, if you didn't want to donate, you did not have to. I did not put nothing to nobody's head and say you have to donate right now. No, people did it out of the kindness of their heart because they're human beings and that they understand that real life situations happen to people all over the world. I am not the first person to make a GoFundMe, and I sure won't be the last person to make a GoFundMe. But you better hope that it's never somebody that you love or it's you that has to do something like that unexpectedly in a whole different country. This is what I got done right here. Where is it? Procedures. My appendix, whatever, appendicotomy, whatever. My hernia, I have no idea what that is. Optimum, no idea. Anesthesia doctor, this is the anesthesia doctor stuff. That's what I got done. I have no reason to lie. I have no reason to lie about what I would get done, to ask for help, to humbly come online and tell you guys my situation, knowing that there's already thousands of people that don't like me. Why would I come online and lie about that? Why would I come online and lie about a real life situation that I could have died from if I didn't get the surgery, if I didn't agree to the estimated cost? And let's also be clear, because if I would have got a tummy tuck or gastric sleeve or whatever the hell y'all saying, it wouldn't be in these spots. 1, 2, and 3 is an appendix surgery. This is where my hernia was. I think the people that are making all these videos and like kicking me down when I'm already down, you're evil. You're pure evil. You have nothing better to do, and it's so sad and sick that you would go this far to make somebody that's in a hospital that was in a life or death situation, make them try to look worse, make them feel bad about asking for help. You guys think because I'm an influencer, because I have some followers, because I create content, that I'm the richest person in the world. Let this be something that you guys know. Just because people have followers, just because people do YouTube or content, that doesn't equate to money. I'm a young mother, still figuring it out, providing my kids with the best life that I can possibly give them. That does not mean that I'm the richest person in the world. Yes, I am insured in America. I'm insured in Thailand, but I am not insured in Malaysia, where we were visiting. That's a mistake on me. Going forward, now I know, Laina B, make sure you're insured worldwide. Let's stop acting like we're so fake perfect for the internet and everybody got 10K, 9K, 8K, 7K laying around. I don't have it. That's cool. I said that. I came humbly and said that. There's a lot of people that try to act like they're so... I'm not that. I never faked it. I'm not a flashy person. I don't buy designer. I don't got cars. I don't got $1 million mansions. Like, it's cool. I'm okay with that. God still loves me. I still love myself. I still love my family.
Some people think it was all for bodywork. Others say it was real and urgent. I even saw somebody on TikTok talking about Laina knew what she was doing with that surgery child, and I meant to screenshot it, but forgot. But look, at the end of the day, Laina said it herself. It was a lesson, a hard one. She learned how to prioritize better and handle things differently. And most important, she got the surgery done and can now move forward healthier and wiser for her and her babies. So we ain't mad at that. And to wrap things up with a laugh, y'all know CJ so cool stay on his trollin' mess. Ain't nothing new, but it still be funny as hell.
Stay here because I don't have to move because she's homeless. Yes? J-Dub, now she's more booked and busy than me. Now headphones, you know I'm deaf in my left ear. Gotta make sure. We got a video called No Jumper Interview, Booked and Busy Life. Wow, really? She's more booked and busy than me. She got 32,000 views in 2 weeks, similar to her music video that she dropped a month ago, 30,000 views. So I'm loving the fact that J-Dub now has a manager. A manager? To manage what? The OnlyFans posts? Booked and busy, big royalty. They sitting online studying you, stalking you. They talk about me. They talk about me. I'm studying royalty to figure out what her next move is so I can decide on what I'm about to do. Am I going to move into a mansion or am I going to stay here because I don't have to move because she's homeless? Yes? Okay, I'll cook you some pizza. I guess we're not going to start this video because royalty's kids are hungry. Now, when they hungry over here, they get fed. Now, over there, they got to say they're hungry about 10, 12, 13 times before they get something. I'm coming, boy. All right, we are back officially. My kids are eating downstairs and they are happy with their dad. But I was reading comments. I did not forget. It said something about booked and busy. They stay on studying, stalking you. They talk about me. I love royalty laugh. I love royalty's laugh.
Her laugh is irritating.
You talking about that? That one? Oh my God. They're really trolling right now. Her royalty enjoying her life. She doesn't sit and brag about the past like the other side doing. Brag about the past.
Stop calling me the other side.
When did I brag about the past? My life is lit. Hold on. First and foremost, let's get this straight. Motherfucker lit this whole time before I knew royalty, when I lived in Gary, before Kamari was born, after Kamari was born, when I moved to Las Vegas, before I met royalty, after I dumped royalty ass, I was always lit. Charlene, you right, bro. Always been lit, bro. You know what? I needed someone like Ace to tell me this. He was like, you do realize that before you knew royalty, before you even moved to Las Vegas, you were already riding around in the old school, flexing, stunting, getting any girl you wanted, getting likes on Instagram, Facebook, posting YouTube videos. I was doing everything I'm doing now before I knew royalty. Now, what was she doing then?
Nothing.
Making babies. About. Royalty is not big, she's not popping, and she's not lit. What do you mean she has no motion? This is all a facade. You can literally pay to go to No Jumper. You do know that they have a whole side quest platform where No Jumper is not even around. They have a whole different type of person hosting a show, and I'm guaranteeing you that is what we are in for. I'm betting you Adam22 was on only filming of this. And no, he was not making videos of royalty. So, what's my point?
This man live for attention, I swear. But we gon' enjoy it while it lasts, right? Laughing. Now y'all, drop your thoughts down in the comments. Do y'all think DaYsha did the right thing by speaking up one last time? Do you believe Laina and King, or are y'all still side-eyeing that GoFundMe? And CJ, what are we gonna do with him? Thanks for watching Gossip Unplugged, where the tea is hot and the shade is real. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.